sound, head hitting on the ground, cause the evil was done to me. I'ma bring it to you, you're gonna feel it too. Some folks call liberty. In the land of the free, cops stopping the fleet. You'll be looking at me and I'll be loaded. Hell broken all loose below. Heaven had no place to go. Karma's gonna pay for all that I'm gifted. How we gonna do it? Take what I want, though the world's resistant. How we gonna do it? No repeat, goddamn fatalistic. How we gonna do it? Steal for the rich, for the rich, for the rich. Karma's gonna pay me. Gonna pay me. Gonna pay. Gonna pay. Crime is gonna pay for all my sins. Crime is gonna pay for all with no resistance. Now do it. What we gonna call it? All out falling. Karma's gonna pay. How we gonna do it? What we gonna call it? Rome is falling. Karma's gonna pay me.
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And off we go from Denver. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the wide, and they hold him to just a yard.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throw out wide to Walker. And out of bounds all the way down at the three. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up first and goal.
Pass caught, Arroyo right side. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Walker with a grab, left side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Steve Smith from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. That was a big throw right there on third and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on third and goal. Because really, second down, second and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. Third down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Nix. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Javon Curse able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, second and 11. Here's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. A first carry for the Hall of Famer. It's Walter Payton. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4.
Throwing Nix. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Peyton going to get it again on 2nd. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Walter Payton, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down at their own 28-yard line.
On the check.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Griffin. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready! Ready! Ready!
To throw is RG3. That'll be caught by Bobo. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Let's go!
Here's Griffin. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Let's go!
Now Griffin. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Peyton going to get it again on second. He'll be hit down at the 43, 5 yards on the play.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Nix to the air. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
2nd and 11. Nick's going to keep this himself. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
That's good for a Broncos.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Nix. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Get it?
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Down the field to Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Beavis to pick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Peyton up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now again, it's Peyton. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On the give, here comes Peyton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Captain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Make it to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's Griffin. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Open man, there's Bobo.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10.
Now Griffin.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Come on.
Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, Walker.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Griffin.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Let's go.
Here's Griffin.
And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Completes this to Jefferson.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll run now with Peyton. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.